Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings him 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third and 2, now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Deion Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Etienne up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That we run into in background.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the stretch.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll run with Etienne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, Those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 13-7.
They will start
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
Process the background. So on the left-hand side of the screen,
well, here's Rgame Grant from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
There is also a progress bar at the top of this page. So if that bar is not completely filled with green, that means that there is something that the candidate has not completed. All right, so once the candidate starts to enter their information,
the Cleveland offense ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a long time to clear from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Some of those notices are required to be sent with risk.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first and 10, Watson steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 56 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
At the bottom of this page, this will take them into electronically signing all of their authorization forms. So I spoke, just as an FYI, I actually spoke with a candidate earlier this week who was trying to provide electronic signatures. So that is not necessary.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
This particular screen will be presented each time there is a required authorization form. So each candidate will at least apply 2 electronic signatures.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Jones will come now in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Agnew now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hitting the ball, he's free. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The national database is used as a pointer product. It coaches jurisdictions that may not be included in our background check.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Etienne once more. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
Traffic offenses. We only include traffic that is returned on an MVR. There are some jurisdictions where a minor traffic...
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
1 to 2 points. There are some very severe violations where we assess more than 2 points. DUI, anything road-related that has occurred within the last 3 years that failed. In order for the candidates to pass the MVR, they have to have a valid driver's license.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that will work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Chubb. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Workday is our system of record, so most of the employees that are on this call work out of Workday. So the next couple of slides are going to go over the background screen status.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
To be sent to the candidate. So the very first status that you will see is sent to applicant. And I listed a couple of screenshots here just so that you can get it.
They'll give it to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Updates on background checks. You will also be able
now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
So sent to applicant means that the candidate has received the invite but has not completed the consent process. You will see that order is at 0% complete. It is pending a response from...
And again, it's Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The candidate has already completed that. We cannot rescind the invite to the candidate. They will have to contact High-Rank customer service to have their password reset. Next is pending requester.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
So we have a duplicate order check turned on that will look back 60 days to determine if that candidate has gone through background check. If the issue match on a name or email address that will flag as a draft order, the internal training team reviews all draft orders to determine if they are a true duplicate or not. True duplicates are canceled.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Statuses that will be applied by the screening vendor. They are not final. Once you see this status, the screening team is reviewing that order, and we will apply a final adjudication status of either meets company standards or does not meet company standards. If you look at the screenshot on the right, you should be able to tell what has transpired with this
translation. Yani had to buy, Yani had Yani hits. This goes so hard even the obstacle. That's how you know we lit.
So that lets you know that there is some type of record there, and it is a yellow record. It's not extremely severe. If you look down at the bottom, you will also see that there is a county criminal search that has been adjudicated as pending potential conflict, which means that there is a severe record return on at least one county criminal search. Your final adjudication status are company standards, which means that the candidate has passed all requirements of the background check. Does not meet company standards, which means that the candidate has failed to pass at least one component of the background check. There are some other statuses that you will see from time to time. You will see cancel in the event that a candidate provides us with incorrect information and does not respond to our request to obtain corrected information. You will also see some backgrounds and a status of reinitiate background. If a candidate provides us with incorrect information and we are able to confirm that the FFP&D of driver's license information is incorrect, we will update that order status to reinitiate background. An email is sent to the order requester.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Topping the goals, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I'm rock. My nigga winning, I'm humble a lot. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the lots. Shot back, timber, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Bushu Benton, I hop in the brim of the world, it's mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't keeping them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not. I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, did the Bible, come up, throw the holy God. Save money, ground up, in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint, Mount Rush. More vacays, more bugs, more race, more foreign trucks, more poor cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
And this means that the candidate is in a jurisdiction that requires us to do something additional prior to applying a final adjudication to that order. Depending on the jurisdiction, that status will remain in workday from anywhere from 5 to 10 business days. And we'll get some more detail behind that process in just a second. We also do contingent hires. So in the candidate workflow, I explained that all candidates electronically sign a tutoring contingent hire authorization form. So in the event that we update a candidate to contingent, the status that we receive is contingent as. That means that the candidate has an in-progress background and name to the social. So remember I explained that in background screening, the social is ran across all three major credit bureaus, and we pull the credit header data to match the name. So if you're processing younger applicants, 18, 19, 20, they may not have enough established credit or the system to match their name back to the social, so that results in a discrepancy. If that is the case, in most cases, we are able to clear that discrepancy by receiving a copy of the candidate's social security card and ensuring that they have entered the number correctly. In the event that we find that something may have been entered incorrectly, we are going to reach out to the order requester and the candidate for corrected information. We make 2 attempts in 48 hours. If the candidate does not respond to us, that order will be canceled. If the candidate responds and we confirm that information was supplied that was incorrect, the order status will be updated to reinitiate background. This will prompt an email to be sent to the order requester, also the candidate. If you ever get one of these emails, it is imperative that you read the instructions. There are actions that the recruiter or hiring manager must take to initiate a new invite being sent to that candidate. So in that email will be instructions on what the candidate needs to do, as well as the request. We update orders to reinitiate background so that the candidate does not have to reapply. This keeps everything that has transpired under one job application. Other delays. From a county criminal search perspective, most of the United States has some type of electronic access. There are some rural areas that have not, I would say, stepped into 2023 and computerized the records. So the records are paper files, and the screening vendor does not have a way of processing that in an electronic fashion. So what happens in that situation is either the court clerk has to process that search, or the screening vendor has to submit that search to a public records researcher, goes to the courthouse and uses a public terminal to complete that search. If this is the case, if it is a county search in a jurisdiction that does not have electronic access to court records, there will be a delay in the results being returned. And as an example, I've been in background screening for over a decade, and it seems like the entire time I've been doing background screening, I've been calling out Cook County, Illinois. But Cook County, Illinois has been for many years the slowest county in the U.S. As of right now, there's a potential record return there. It can surpass 20 business days for us to get those results. So just keep in mind, if you're in one of those rural areas, you may see an extended turnaround time on some of these background checks. Other delays are caused when there are incomplete electronic records. So if the particular jurisdiction offers electronic access to records but does not provide all of the required identifiers for the screening vendor to complete that search, then that essentially converts an electronic search to a manual search. So the screening vendor has to have a certain number of identifiers to close these records out. And as an example, last year there was a law change in 5 counties in the state of California where they have redacted the DOB from all electronic court records. So this means in those 5 counties, if we get a match on a name, that has to be submitted to the court clerk's office so that we can confirm that the date of birth for the defendant belongs to our candidate. Common names create delays in background screening. A lot of people have the false impression that background screening is done based on a social security number, and it is not. Your social security number is not public information. That information is not going to be attached to court records. So in most cases, these are matched on first name, last name, and date of birth. So if you have a candidate that has a very common name, there's a possibility that order will be delayed. And of course, if the candidate has an extensive criminal history, that automatically extends the time that it will take to complete that report. All right, so now let's talk about the new state-specific screening process. As of 1/1, we implemented this process. There are currently 26 jurisdictions. Those jurisdictions include states, counties, and cities, which require the employer to take additional steps prior to disqualifying a candidate solely based on their criminal history. We are required to conduct an individualized assessment, which considers factors such as the nature and gravity of the offense, the time that has passed since the offense, the nature of the job held or sought, and there are some other factors depending on the jurisdiction. The assessment is basically a form that is filled out by the screening team. We provide details as far as the disqualifying criminal records that were reported on the background check, and then the candidate is afforded an opportunity to respond back to us. So the candidate can, number one, all candidates, we want them to review their complete background, ensure that everything was reported correctly. If they feel that anything was reported inaccurately, they can initiate a dispute. In the state-specific process, if the candidate is in one of these jurisdictions, they also have the opportunity of responding back to us, providing any additional information that they would like us to consider when making a hiring decision. So once the candidate receives this form, they are allowed to either upload documents. As an example, if the candidate is currently on probation, they may have to consider a recommendation from a probation officer.
Take off the
They
money
can
phone, take
provide
off the
that
car
to
loan, take
us.
off the flex and the white
If
house.
there are any
Take off the
details
weird
that
jewelry,
they
I'ma
feel
10K steps, then I'm taking off top off.
we should
Take off
consider
the
when
Fabricate
making
screens
our
and the microwave
decision, they
lens,
can
it's a real
provide
world
those
outside.
details.
Take off your iris,
We are
take off the
required,
runway, take off the
if
Cairo.
the candidate
Take off the Sandro
responds,
pay, 5 days stay,
take
take a put a
any
meal, have a
information
follow.
they
Take
provided
off the
into
far flag, take off the
consideration
section, take off the cop with the iPad.
reassess
Take off the
that
allure, take off the
background
unsure, take
check.
off the decisions I lack. Take off the
There
fake
are
deep, take off the
currently
fake
6
woke, take off the
jurisdictions
humble,
where
got
we
care.
are
Take off the
required to
gossip, take off the
conduct
new logic,
an
get the phone with jungle.
individualized
Take off the
assessment,
shit,
send
take
that
off the dope,
assessment
take
to
off
the
the bacon
candidate,
bag.
and
Take
then
all
we
that
have to
designer
wait
off and what do you
a
have?
waiting period, and that's anywhere from 5 to 10 business days, depending on the jurisdiction, to allow that candidate to respond before we make a final decision. So the next couple of slides are going to kind of detail what this process entails. So what's up on this slide is an example of the assessment. Also, let me call out that Los Angeles, California, and also New York have a scientific assessment form that we must complete and send to their candidates. It's very similar to the one that's up on the screen now. This is the True Range Standard form, but it basically covers the same information that is required in Los Angeles and also New York. So on this form at the top, we provide some information pertaining to the candidate and the dates as far as when the offer was extended, when the background check was initiated. Give the candidate a date that they must respond to us by, and we provide additional details as far as the disqualifying offenses that have returned on their background check. anytime the candidate is in one of these jurisdictions that requires this assessment, there will be a second candidate workflow. So once we send the assessment to the candidate, all of that is done via email. The candidate is going to receive an email from HireRight similar to the email that they received when they consent to the background check. They're going to hit the login button, and this time they're going to enter the same login credentials that they set up when they consented to the background check. Once they are logged into HireRight's applicant center, they will be able to see all of the notices that the screening team has sent to them. Those notices will include an instructional guide that gives the candidate instructions on what they need to do. They will see their pre-adverse action notice. They will see an assessment questionnaire and any other state-required notices. So it will look exactly as the screenshot on the right-hand side. The expectation is for the candidate to view each of those documents listed at the top of that page. They also have the ability from applicant center to view their completed background. They can initiate a dispute with HireRight if they feel that any information in that report is inaccurate. And then they have the ability to respond back to our assessment. So they will receive the form that I just showed you all. They will also be presented with the two questions that you see on the screen. And they also have the ability of uploading any supporting documents that they would like us to include. In the event that the candidate responds, then their response comes back into the HireRight platform to the screening team. We review the information that they have provided, and if necessary, their documents and the responses that the candidate has provided will be sent to the legal team to determine if that information is sufficient enough to reverse the decision. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the adverse action and the dispute process. So anytime a candidate has a potentially disqualifying record returned on their background check, they will be sent a pre-adverse action notice. In jurisdictions that do not require special processing, all of that is handled by our screening vendor HireRight. So the moment that they apply the adjudication status of the pending potential conflict, that also triggers the pre-adverse action letter. If the candidate or the job is in one of these special jurisdictions, then the screening team is responsible for getting that pre-adverse action letter created and sent to that candidate. The pre-adverse action letter is going to inform the candidate that due to information returned on their background check that their offer of employment may be rescinded. It is also going to include a copy of their background. It will provide instructions on what the candidate needs to do to initiate a dispute with HireRight. In the letter, if they are in one of these special jurisdictions, when they receive that pre-adverse action notice, they will also receive their assessment. If the candidate does not initiate a dispute with HireRight, if we re-review the background check and we determine that it is a true fail, we will adjudicate that order as does not meet company standards. At that point, that will trigger the final adverse action letter to be sent. The final adverse action letter notifies the candidate or associate that their offer of employment has been rescinded. If they are in one of these special jurisdictions, there is a waiting period. Even if they're not in a special jurisdiction, we are required to wait 5 business days at minimum between sending the pre-adverse action letter and the final adverse action letter. The special jurisdictions, some of them do require that the waiting period is longer. There's one jurisdiction that requires us to wait 7 business days. There's another that requires us to wait 10 business days. I should also say the notices, pre-adverse, and also the final adverse action letter, they are both sent via email and USB. If the candidate reviews their background check report and they notice that any information has been reported incorrectly, they will need to initiate a dispute with HireRight. HireRight is the arbiter of that information, so any dispute needs to be initiated with them. Once the candidate initiates the dispute, the internal screening team is notified that background check is in dispute. HireRight will conduct a re-investigation and provide the final results back to the screening team. So there are multiple ways that a candidate can I cannot talk today. There are multiple ways that a candidate can initiate a dispute. The easiest way is for the candidate to simply log back into the HireRight Applicant Center and click the link to initiate the dispute. They can also do so online, by phone, or by mail. Key point here is the internal screening team. We cannot address any inaccurate information that was on the report. That needs to go back to HireRight. All right, so let's talk about contingent hires. So the contingent hire process is the process of moving a candidate forward to ready for hire while they have an in-progress background check. In order for the candidate to be eligible for a contingent hire, they must consent to the background check and they must have passed all components in phase 1. Each business group has a separate day. So on Monday, the screening team does contingent hires for South Production. Tuesday is CCTC. Wednesday is CARE. Thursday is North Production. And Friday is Residential Sales. The contingent hire process should be managed through your TA manager. We do not do one-off contingent hires. This is a manual process, and all contingent hires have to be manually tracked. So we ask that everybody go through your TA manager because we have a specific process in place for that. If you have questions about how to get a particular candidate reviewed for contingency, you should direct that to your particular TA manager. Key point with the contingent hire process, we do a lot of contingent hires, and there are people that are hired contingently that end up ultimately failing the background check. If that is the case, the requester, the person who requested the background check, will receive an email from the screening team that notifies you that this candidate has failed the background check. We always include the HR generalist on that email. And if you have questions pertaining to what action you need to take, we ask that you direct those questions to HR. But please pay attention to those emails because if you get one of those emails, there's additional action that needs to be taken. And lastly, I want to make sure that everyone knows the members of the screening team. So I am Monique Bowles. I manage the background screening process. I also have 3 HR generalists. They are Adriana Jones, Veronica Gray, Andrea Stewart, and I also have a coordinator, Shakira Hargrove. The best way for you to get in contact with the screening team is by submitting a Zendesk ticket to us. You can do so by sending an email to tgscreening@truegreenmail.com. You can also reach us by phone at 901-251-5690. And you can get us directly by selecting option number 5. At the bottom of this slide, on the left-hand side, I have some issues that you definitely want to reach out to the screening team for. On the right-hand side are issues that the screening team would be unable to assist you with. So if you've got an issue or a request regarding rehire eligibility, changing of start dates, job code changes, Workday data changes or delegating tasks in Workday, those should be routed to the My TGHR team. If you need to have a job application reactivated, if you need assistance moving candidates through recs or getting a rec opened, that needs to be directed to a TA coordinator. That concludes the 2023 background screening training. I hope that you have found it informative. I hope that it will help you all to have a successful recruiting year. And at this point, we will open it up for questions.
All right, Monique, before we get started, I wasn't able to drop anything in the chat, and I'm not sure if that was because the meeting is being recorded. But
maybe so. If you try to do it now and just see. And can you stop the recording? Or do I have to do it? Hold on. It stopped. Okay, see if you can drop the reference materials in the chat now that the recording is over. Still getting an error?
Okay, it just actually said stop recording, so let me try it again.
What Adriana is trying to drop in the chat are some reference materials. One of them is the applicant workflow guide, which goes over the steps of how the candidate needs to consent to the background check. There is also a candidate instruction guide that I asked her to put in the chat, which details the steps that the candidate has to go through to respond to assessments. And then there is also a document that lists out all of the special jurisdictions where we were talking about the state-specific process. So hopefully she will be able to get those documents in the chat. If not, we'll figure out a way to get those reference materials out. Are there any questions that we can answer as far as the background screening process or anything that we went over? Are there any areas in background screening that you are confused about or that you would like clarity on?
Hey, Monique, this is Jen Fetch. Not a question, but just a comment on the statuses for those managers who may see associates in a pending status that indicates there's going to be additional adjudication required, and we've sent a pre-adverse action letter. I think Monique, I hope made it clear, but let me make it crystal clear. Even if you think the person's going to fail, you cannot tell that person we're not hiring you at this point. We cannot act on any results until we have a final adjudication, and that's a legal requirement. So practice your patience. I know it can be frustrating, but in those cases, you're going to need to wait till you get that final adjudication before you can close out that candidate formally.
And just to piggyback off of what Jen said, that means do not disposition the candidate out in Workday until you see a final adjudication status applied to that order. So when we were talking about the state-specific screening process, I explained that if the candidate is in the assessment process, you will see more info needed as the status in Workday. As long as that status is there, that candidate needs to remain in the rec. Don't disposition them out until it goes to does not meet company standards. And I saw a couple of hands raised in the chat, and I'm just going to go in the order. So if I skip you, I apologize. I did not mean to. First hand that I see is Deborah, so go ahead with your question.
Okay, I ran into a unique situation the past week. candidate was interested in a position as a lawn specialist, and she had applied, I noticed in Phenom, where she had said the screening process did not go through. I forget what exactly it says in Phenom, pre-screen, failed, or something to that effect. Now, the same candidate says to me, now listen to me, I contacted HR and there should be not any problems. She had applied for a different position within the past 3 weeks. And of course, I'm not going to tell her she can't apply or do whatever. I just said we have to let the process take its course. So she's going on and on about how she went to HR and everything is fine. So if I see something in Phenom that gives me a red flag, do I still go through that interview process?
So I don't want to give you incorrect information because Phenom is actually on the recruiting side, and any questions pertaining to information that you see in Phenom, it really needs to be directed to someone on the TA side. But I will say, listening to you, it sounds like what has transpired, there is no background screening in Phenom. There is a pre-screen where the candidate is asked a series of questions such as, are you a citizen of the U.S.? Do you have a valid driver's license? Are you over the age of 18? So those questions are presented there. And I know if the candidate does not provide an appropriate answer, then they are declined out based off the answers of their pre-screen. I have run into situations where I've had candidates to answer the pre-screen questions incorrectly. If that happens, the My TGHR team should be able to assist you in getting that candidate back in progress.
These are just readers.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I look at these words, these small words,
and I saw another hand, Theda Hickman, and my apologies if I mispronounced your name.
No, you did good. Thank you. I know it was 5 clears through everybody else. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday. I have a question. How long are the backgrounds good for? So, say for instance, if they apply for us, they have the background check, and then for whatever reason they didn't continue, and then they come back and apply again. Do we have a time limit where that previous background is still good, or will they have to do a whole new one?
Yes, and great question. So background check results are good for 60 days. If you have a candidate that goes through screening and they pass and are not hired for whatever reason, if they come back through our background screening process within 60 days, we cancel that request for the new background and we manually move the previous screening results. Now, we do get into situations where it's kind of hard for us to tell which role you guys are trying to hire the candidate in. So I would say, just as best practices, if you see that your order was canceled, you can always reach out to us via Zendesk and inquire as to why that order was canceled, and we'll let you know. But in most cases, if we see that the candidate has a passing background within 60 days, we manually move those results.
Great, thank you.
You're very welcome. And I don't see any other hands, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. Is there anything that I could go over in the background screening process that may be creating confusion?
I think there's a hand.
That's Theda. I think she just didn't take her hand down.
I'm still trying to take it down.
Oh, okay. And I emailed those documents to you, Monique. I'm not sure if you have to drop it in the chat. Can you try? I emailed them all together. And also, I just want to piggyback off a few things that Monique had touched on in the training. One of the things I wanted to touch on is the candidate applicant flow. Of course, everyone knows that the email address that's entered in Workday is the email address that flows to HighRight, which is how they receive their invitation. So I received several tickets where the candidate has entered in the incorrect email address and in HighRight. So, of course, they won't receive the invitation. In Workday, so they won't receive the invitation in HighRight. So in that event, please do not have them to reapply if they've entered the incorrect email address in Workday. Open up a ticket to TG Screening to request to have the email address corrected because that's going to cause an extra delay. So it's no need for them to reapply if it's the wrong email address. You can send it to us and we'll correct the email address on the HighRight end. Another thing I wanted to touch on is the Workday statuses. So out of all of the Workday that Monique went over, there's only one of those statuses that require action from you. And when you, I mean whoever put the candidate in background, and that's reinitiate. So in the event that you see the status reinitiate background, that gives you the opportunity to renegotiate the offer. So you actually have to take action on that one status. So when you renegotiate the offer, it puts it back in background so the candidate will receive the invitation to make the correction. And I was trying to think of some of the other common tickets that I get in Zendesk. One other thing, common name, because I'm a parent of a son with a common name. His name is Justin Hill. So as far as the common names, you may want to also advise the candidate to use their middle name. So I always tell Justin to use his middle name as far as common names. That's going to help out as well. And I can't think, is anybody else on the team can think of some of the common tickets that we get in Zendesk?
Just for clarification, when you say use the middle name, you mean include the middle name?
Yes, include the middle name, yes.
Not substitute, just included as well. Justin Michael Hill, or whatever. Okay.
Right, my son is Justin Hill. I always tell him to use his middle name as well as his first name.
I don't know what is going on with the chat. We were successful in dropping documents in the training session yesterday, and we are getting a failed error. And these are documents that I really think are necessary. They will be good reference material for you to refer back to as the season progresses. So what we will do is normally once we conclude this call, we will get a attendance list. So if you attended the call, we'll send out an email that includes all of those training documents in the email. So my apologies that we were unable to drop those in the chat.
Hi, this is Shakira from the screening team. I just wanted to add, if you have any colleagues or other team members of ours who couldn't make this call, please forward this reference information to them or put them in touch with the screening Zendesk. We'll get it to them because we really want to hit the ground running and try to keep up with our volume. But as team members, if we have to break away from adjudicating to help navigate the questions that have already been answered, that's going to slow down our process. It's going to slow down our candidates getting hired and us retaining those ideal candidates. So please, please, please refer to all this very detailed material that Monique has provided and hit the Zendesk if you have any extra questions.
All right, I saw I don't know if this is, so I've got some new questions. Jason, go ahead.
You had mentioned earlier in the call that there was some new legislation on a local level that is slowing the process down. Is there any way that you can provide a list to us with new counties or local areas that are having issues, just so we know moving forward? I heard a rumor that that my market's going to be affected, so I just was curious as to if we could see the list so we kind of know how to prepare.
So yes, we actually had the list prepared. It should have been dropped in the chat, so you will get it as soon as we are off of the call. And
Fantastic.
One thing good deal. One thing that I also want to say is the 6 jurisdictions where we talked about We are required to send an assessment, and then there's a waiting period. The special processing jurisdictions, what we will probably do, and I shouldn't say probably, we will do, is do another training specifically for those jurisdictions so that we can go into all of the specific details as far as the special processing. So there will be more to come if you are in one of those jurisdictions that require special processing.
Okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time we do.
Any other questions? We are also going to start hosting a background screening office hours, just so that if you have questions, once we get to, rocking and rolling in peak season, then things tend to arise at that point. So we will have a periodic office hour where you can hop on a call and ask any questions that should come up. So you'll receive additional information regarding those office hours as well. And I don't see any other hands. And I always want to be respectful of everybody's time. So if we don't have any additional questions, we will go ahead and conclude. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to attend the training. As I stated, I hope that you found it informative. I hope that something that was said today helps you through your recruiting journey. And as always, if something should come up, please do not hesitate to reach out to screening. We are all here to assist. And with that being said, I will conclude the call. Thank you guys and enjoy your weekend.
Thanks, Monique.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time we do the impossible. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged.
Yo.
Ronnie.
What's up, Clinton?
Man, dude. So all I can say is you were right. But like, I don't understand why you want to avoid the situation. These are the conversations that we have. I don't want to have these conversations with just you. I've been having these conversations with you for 30 years. Like, you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what you're about to say is, I told you can't bring them dudes to water. They're not going that way. That's what you're going to say, right?
Yes.
But it's heavy on my heart, though. Like, the next time I don't want to be where you fly up and just like LeBron and Reggie came up, you know, I used to sleep in Tony Clark's bed. I remember when Ty was running around like that, but we not close with him like that. Wait till it happens to one of the guys in our clique. And then we're going to be like, oh, we probably should have did more. And we all meeting up with suits on at some situation like that. That shit's heavy on my heart. And maybe it's because I'm the one that got the death experience the closest and the most recent. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody think I'm on the spectrum and all that. Nah, nigga, I have clarity. I'm on a complete, absolute journey. I don't want to fucking hang out every weekend. E. Hall disappeared and went off and built the house and did shit. That's what the fuck I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to come. But this ain't a Madness sports chat. I don't want to talk about that every day. What is your financial plan, nigga? You got 2 jobs. Great. Did you stay up till 3 a.m. and map out a plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has value on that chat. For instance, Ron, remember how me and you been talking about, oh, well, we got to save up to get business funding. Remember, that's what we've been talking about for like the last year. Remember that?
Yep.
You following me, right?
Uh-huh.
I know how to get fucking probably $50,000 to $100,000 with an LLC. Me and you can start tomorrow. I'll start it up. That's the shit I've been doing. 3 a.m. late nights, I'm making connections and going to webinars and shit like that, or reading books, nigga. Like, fuck, this ain't it, bro. I'm seeing niggas at the Fifth Third at the Bistro, 27 years old. He's like, yeah, I got $250 in my investment portfolio. I fuck with Turo. Nigga, I just started an LLC 6 months ago. I got $100,000 in funding, and all my niggas coming with me. We fuck with high-end automobiles. And I'm like, we talking Madden? Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck we doing? Like, I'm just keeping it a buck with you because I can do that and you won't say I'm on the spectrum or do some shit like that. Like, while we all sitting here arguing and shit, nigga, I just left TE Credit Union. Money markets, checking, savings, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't fucking around with this shit. You can fuck around if you want to. And you hear the seriousness in my voice. Like, death will change you, bro. I'm not here to fuck around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do some shit. This ain't it, bro.
Yeah, but everybody,
I know, Ronnie, but it's heavy on my heart, man. So I let it sit for a long time. Me and you had this conversation like that a year ago. That's how long. I mean, I've been behind the scenes while they've been saying I'm on the spectrum, a dirty girl running him. Nigga, I've been making moves. You know that. But I'm saying, it's been heavy on my heart this long. I can't let it sit no more. Like, is this it? But the next time that we, aside from if we come up with Super Bowl or some of the same shit, we gonna have suits on. Let's just keep it a buck. Something's gonna happen and we gonna have some suits on. It could be any one of us. It could be shit I'm struggling with and going through mental health wise. It could be me. That's why I'm getting all my motherfucking ducks in a row.
Yep.
But my point is, we can do better, man. We can. I should be able to drop this fucking credit hack that I just got to be able to do personal. Sean credit ain't good, but my credit is worse. I should be able to freely, if we brothers, that's the point I'm trying to get to. If we brothers, I should be able to give you this gem that'll get you to an 800 in 90 days. That's the type of shit that's happening out here that's passing all of us by. Niggas is doing it, bro. They out here getting it. Niggas 27, they fuck around with Madden sparingly. Life is like, Madden, he's 22. He like, nah, nigga, I'm trying to go build bricks. I ain't got time for that shit no more. I just did this internship with this shit. Yeah, he's my son, but I'm just saying, just the perspective of the shit that he talks about when we have a one-on-one conversation is over my head, nigga. That should not be over my head. It shouldn't be.
That's
So
right.
that tells me I'm fucking bathing in my own fucking dirty ass water. Get the fuck out and get something. Nigga, go to a webinar, read a fucking book, do a life hack, like make a partnership with somebody and do something, nigga. What are we doing out here, man? Like, then niggas like, what's wrong? What's wrong, nigga? We supposed to be brothers, and I'm supposed to be able to pass on information freely. We supposed to talk about more than sports. We talk about fucking sports every day because it's our safe space. Niggas don't want to challenge each other, and I'll stop there. I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about, Ronnie. And you hear the seriousness in my voice, man. Like that ain't it. And so if niggas want to know why I'm not out every weekend or I'm not out hanging, that's why I'm not. What do you mean? Why I want to do that when I can read a book and educate myself? Or I can go from 770 to 815. What are you talking about, man? Fuck out of here, dude. That ain't it, bro. That's called complacency. And at 51 and 52 and 50 and all that, niggas not in no position to be complacent at all. I don't know Greg's situation like that. I just know he's been around for 20, 30 years. But Greg got a home. He's driving Tesla. So yeah, he could be that. I don't know that. But we should be able to freely have that conversation. Dirt Dog, how much money you got saved up? Oh, I got this. Here's how I got to that. And niggas should probably take that light back. If they not there, is what I'm saying. Hey, Ronnie doing this. He just got approved for 685. Hey, Ronnie, how did you do that? Them the conversations that 27-year-old niggas is having. But we scared to have them conversations. Man, get the fuck out of here, Ronnie. Seriously, bro. Come on, man. Stop it. And then we baby each other on this chat. Dre, like, what's wrong? Everybody didn't get to, like, work at their sister's daycare. Some niggas got to get out here and put their head down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Ronnie, where we go from here. Like, I really don't know. I just know that ain't it. I know we got to do better. That's all I say about that. And that's myself included. But I don't want to watch Ronnie drop a gem in the fucking life hack because he's a vice president of HR when I done spent 8 months grinding and got $50,000 liquid cash and an 800 credit score and fucking all these life hacks business-wise and all this other shit, and they pick up some shit from you before they pick it up from me. I don't give a fuck if you pick it up or not, but we should all be respected and it should be a safe space. Nigga, I'm trying to help you because I know where I'm going. I go there by myself every day. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to help folks, but I can't let this shit sit no more. But I know what you're about to say, Dirk. You got to let it pass, bro. Like Pink said that, and you said it a year ago, but I guess that's where the distance is coming from. I'm not on that shit, man. Yeah. So I just want everybody to go. At least let me see something. Oh, Dirk, thanks, man. We appreciate that. Like, if I was to drop something. Hey, Ronnie, I appreciate that, man. That's what's up. I'm going to have to do that. I'm not there yet. What, Ronnie? That's why I called, is, you know, I went ape shit on the group chat. Yeah, Dirty's on the spectrum. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, that's what it is, bro. Like, let's keep it real. But I'm actually more clear and more highly functioning than when I had fucking $750,000 in the bank. I ain't got nowhere near that right now, but I know where I'm going. God willing. So that ain't nothing but a number. I can get to that number again by this point. But my point is, what's next?
Shit, I think it depends on you know. I mean, the problem with me with having these conversations is you know, you're just dealing with people with different personalities and different motivations and different drivers, and you know, you and I have always been more aligned with how we view the world and driving for success moving forward. I don't even know, but Drake Fox said he was coming. You know what I mean? So his comfort level might be reduced to coaching basketball and working as an assistant here. He's cool with that. And, Sean is 50 years old, he ain't got no kids, he ain't got no woman. I think I've known Sean for 27 years. I've known him to be like 2 relationships. I mean, I'm just saying.
I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.
You know, and then.
How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm doing, Chico? You know what I'm doing? As when you called me. So I had an interview with Orlando Health for a position that would pay me between $189 to $250,000. That's where my focus is. I can't make everybody else's focus do that. I don't have energy. I got too much other stuff. My son, I mean, everybody has, I guess what I'm trying to say is everybody has their individual things. So what I try to do is enjoy all of our friendships at the limits that people will allow me to enjoy.
Leave me out of the week. Be cool when you see me. I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
But here.
Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?
Yeah, but here's where I think, you know, here's the difference between me and you, and this is where I would ask you to consider your piece. Okay, so consider your piece. Your piece, yes, I use the P word. Yeah. So consider your piece.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride.
But why you worried about what they think?
East
That's what I'm
Coast,
saying.
they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quit the pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. you an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like for they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, they sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Y'all calling me crazy when a been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Hot out first lady, you think can't date me? Look at your savings, you still waiting, still blowing out daisies, counting on daydreams. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby. Like Jay-Z, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby, no crazy. None of these crazy. Then I ball like Spalding. Can't call my bluff when it's my calling. Won't duck them all in. It's a brand new day, new pace like jogging. Straight facts, no jogging. It's a whole lot of big blue checks, no login. Low stress, no stalling. See a whole lot of big gets when I ball in. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't tame me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't tame me. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't tame me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't tame me. Crazy, amazing, Goku bucks. Pay me awful luxury. Save me, who knew you go crazy? Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby. Like Jay-Z, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby, no crazy. None of these crazy. No baby, no crazy.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.
I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit her, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.
Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart.
impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Brand new in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into ya. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still be we trust. Truthfully, we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Mark said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad. Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Gotta jet cause the bill leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. Score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl let it Put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I think I left something in the house.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going the same. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
And we don't overlap, and I'm like, okay, I'll open the rain.
All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going the same. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going the same. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
They have under each organization they support. So, Jacqueline, who's somebody that you support?
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that I struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. Then better just get it, treat it like a love. And I'ma need commission for
yeah, they have their supporting roles to do it then. There's a report that they can pull to do their supporting roles to do it. I have a copy of this. It's not the same way you're used to doing to get it. They can't go that same way.
I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to see
I can't see, I mean, you're a Jacqueline Sandbox, and they can't see the staffing for sales teams and stuff. They just can't see. They just can't see, like, going down.
I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare.
So like I'm under Mark now. And if I go to static over here, then I can see like what ranks are open. So this is kind of how I get into it as well.
I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
They did not have
Never
this
let a manifest stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back.
So this is if you go to your support
Took a little time just to get
of the
me on
region,
track.
and you click here, you can see like this position's available. And if you click on this position restriction, and you click on extend content right here, it'll tell you whose position this was. And then you can tell this is Pittsburgh. So like it did.
Some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Did we lose her?
I think so.
I was just repeat again.
I think Lindsay's gone. Hey, Lindsay. So I have a question. So, so in the example of, we have a service manager who is going to be, we know he's transferring March 1st. And the RD wants to begin to interview people externally to fill that position. What would you suggest is the best way for us to move forward with something like that?
Is there, Missy, what is the transfer? I know there's a way that we can transfer people, but I believe it only has to do with certain positions they're transferring to before we open up their backfill, right?
So is this a person that is, sorry, not this thing, is this a person who's transferring to a different market on March 1st, but the RD wants to go ahead and start looking for a backfill? Okay, but is this person getting a pay increase, or are they getting some pay staying the same?
So they can just thrown out an example. So what if everything's staying the same, and then what if everything's changing?
You do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you come in if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex and Raw. I they text and calls. Run me, they making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Tell that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on a throne, you taking none. You bragging on pants.
The JM job, the managers can live in themselves. Which is a service manager, which is what we're talking about. So they would be able to, they would spend a ticket. There's nothing you won't have.
Yeah.
But in order to, I was just saying, just the last part of the question, which was, okay, so they can move, which is great, but in order to backfill that position and for the requisition to be created so external people can apply, how would that work?
We would have to open the rec as a replacement, but also you would need to be working with the HRS at the same time to have this position, to have them moved into the new position on that date. Because we would see that data change being processed.
So HRIS will move him on that date even before the other service managers. They can future. Okay, all right, cool.
Sorry, Mrs. If you need that request, always email hr@trueradiomail.com because we do not monitor the HRIS email anymore.
Okay.
Sorry,
everything we just talked about, that's a lateral move with no pay change, correct? A pay change need to go through the rec.
As long as there's no pay change, they're not getting relocation, any of that. Now, if they're getting relocation or something like that, they would need to go through a requisition.
Okay, so in that instance, let's just say that happens, and they are getting relocation because this person is moving from, from Alabama to South Carolina. So in that case, what would be the process in order to get the requisition for the backfill open where he's leaving?
We would need to open the rec where he's going to. We would need to apply to it. We would process it through with that future date. And we would open his backfield also. Sir, I see you shaking your head. What's your concern over there?
I'm just confused, but I just had maybe the same situation. Maybe just explain it to me. So we had a manager relocating from Reno to Sacramento. He applied to the rec in Sacramento. We gave him an offer date, and it was rounded for approvals and everything for the 16th of January. We couldn't even open the other requisition, even with the future date of the 16th. We couldn't open a requisition for his Reno position until his offer was totally accepted. Is that okay? Yeah. So that is true. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So we can't. It's like, I understand the systems and I understand the reasons why. I totally get what you're saying. But it ties the manager's hands to filling that very important positions because they can't even open a rec yet, even though we have a date that the person's moving. And I know the challenges that brings if it doesn't go as smoothly as it's supposed to. I get that, but it really ties them from being able to look, particularly for externals, because they can't close it, right?
The problem we ran into in the past, Sharon, is they either put a position on hold, and therefore the offer has not been approved by everybody. So if the offer is not approved, we don't know if that position is even available. So that's why that position, that associate needs to be processed through that rec until after the offer is approved. Because what if somebody says no to that offer? What if Bill or whoever says no, we're not going to do that? And I have seen that happen before. Just want to bring this on, kind of change the process.
The open and requisition doesn't. I understand that. Totally get that. But open and requisition, and then let's say it goes haywire. We can certainly talk to any candidates in the bucket and say either, hey, the position is no longer available, or there's going to be we're not going to be starting to interview yet, or something. But at least the rec is open and posted. I mean, that doesn't mean that somebody's being hired for that second seat.
Yeah, there's not a second seat. It's the same seat. There's not a second seat.
Well, I don't mean second seat. In the first location, the new requisition. We're not putting somebody in, proving somebody to be put in that rec and be hired in that rec before the other person's transfer has gone through. We're just opening a rec to start the process.
Well, it happens. Every time I do that, it happens. Every time I open a rec, that process does happen. And I've had to work with the recruiter, which is usually him or somebody, because somebody forgets that the other person's not processed, and then we're stuck with a candidate that we can't hire, and the other one is just sitting out there. So we just had that same situation where I think it was a team or somebody was sitting in the wrong seat for a while, and we had a person in process. They couldn't hire that person because they hadn't got the other person out the seat. This was just like a month ago. And when that happens, I have to get involved and it takes me forever to get it fixed. And I can't keep on pulling those, trying to get people to get double.
Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See,
And this is also clear on the process, so we all know we should do the right thing to cause as less frustration as possible for our managers as well as for us and for you guys. So, but we can.
I think once you find out that this is what happened, you need to start the process of getting that person processed where they're going the right way. If you do that, it literally takes us no time getting that person processed through the rec, as long as everybody's on the same page. Get the offer approved. You can have all that done in 1 day.
You'll move your house back. Yeah.
I've had recs sitting out there for a month that is still not processed right now.
And Misty, this is Tyler. I just want to make sure I understand this because Ricky and I were talking about this earlier this week. So as long as the process has been initiated, I'm going to use my layman's terms, it kind of opens the gate for the rest of the process to run its course. So Tyler's moving to Alpharetta, Georgia. Transfer has been submitted. Sharon can open up rec for Tyler's replacement in Alpharetta, Georgia at that point.
No, it hasn't been fully approved. That's clear. We get stuck in the process because I've seen some of them sit there for weeks where managers just don't approve. It's usually stuff with the VPs is where it usually gets stuck at.
Basically, it has to be in that ready for hire, basically, category, correct?
Once the offer has been approved,
yeah,
then they have the option to move them, if they need an MDR or something random, but MDRs take 5 minutes, 5 minutes usually. So once the offer is approved, they get moved to ready for hire. So we just need the offer to be approved before we open up that rec.
Okay, so that's a transfer. Let's say Tyler's last day is January 31st. Sharon submits Tyler's term today. That opens the gate for Tyler's backfill rep to start.
Correct.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. As long as the term has been entered, and you want to make sure you select that overlap, right? So we might want to hire somebody on January the 20th, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Tyler wants to train that person for those extra days. Like that overlap, it will hire to get that hire.
In the gutter where they found dust, stones in the faint mouth rush, more
vacations, more cups, more race, more Ford trucks, more on the truck bus, more cup to refer back to, because if you're anything like me, you'll get to this situation and go, what did they say again? That's how I live life.
And a lot of times me and Kristen, I'm not trying to make things hard for anybody at all. I mean, I have opened a couple here and there just because I know that some of them are perfect that we need. But Kristen and I have had to fix a lot this past year. Kind of with Kristen that we clearly want to try to avoid this year.
Well, and that's what I wanted to say too. So, as you all know, Misty and I are handling, all of the PA departments as far as request requests. So, what happens, once I get my feet in the end zone, no one can steal me. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, feeling juicy before we start getting bully? I've been hooping like a hoodie, keep the hoodie boss stuff you in like a bully, like a bully in the works. You can see my fingernails dirt, I'm the last one to leave, even when I go first. You might go to bed, but I'm sure I want it worse. And then I forward that to you guys, and then y'all respond back to PA, and then like your well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. 10 to 20 different chains going around about this one rap, and it gets very confusing. And then my inbox has 200 unread emails and 30 of them for this one bracket. It makes me slower to get y'all's rec open, and that's the last thing I want to be the reason that things are not opening up fast enough. So for just all on the same page about what has to be done on the front end, I think it will eliminate a ton of that. Because I know we're all confused when we're trying to read down the chain to find out what's going on with the rec, right? And there's just, it seems like there's been a lot of that going on lately. And I just sense that all of us were a little like, okay, what's changed to where we're all struggling a little bit, myself included. So, I think this will help a lot. Kristen sent out the document about any customized who being a job. And then we already talked about if it's a backfill, if anybody doesn't make any backfills, the term has to be put into Workday before I have to open it. So just please have that done before you send over the rec request. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about that I've seen a little bit of lately, and Misty's going to have to speak on it because it even confuses me, is Misty, we've had a lot of requests, it seems like, that it's like, okay, open this job, but then your team will come back and say,
well, that person you're backfilling was sitting under such and such manager, not the manager you're requesting it to, open underneath, or like some JM versus PM stuff. There's just a lot of like, we can't open this because this person this rep you're asking to open is not under this organization or under this seat or under this manager. So can you talk about that a little?
Yeah, so that's mostly with like customer service, I will say. But so I just want to show you this. This here is what we call our Zendesk or ticketing system. So when you all send an email to ta@email.com or Lindsay requests us to open a rep, it comes in here by TD Work palette here. You can see these are new tickets that they have to work. These are pending because there's a question or something's going to happen on it. And then they'll reply back with what's going on with these tickets. But we get that rep request, like Sharon, here's yours, right? So we get it, we get your, it'll populate here, and we'll get the rep request form, and we start working off of this rep request form and work through that. But I just want to kind of show you what our ticket looks like. So you all see, like when we get this, we drop the comment, see what Lindsay says, and then we post it, send it back to you all, and we keep those until you. And then we tell y'all about what status is there. What Lindsay is talking about is all the time.
That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
User in Dallas, but they'll list the person that it's replacing who was in Memphis. So we're like looking under the Dallas contact center before we can find it, right? So we're going and looking for the candidate or for the associate who you all said to do it as a replacement. We find out that the replacement rep is actually sitting in Memphis and not in Dallas. So in those cases, we can't open up that rep because the rep is actually sitting. So if you're going to move around the account like that, like you would have to send an email to HRS, to the ITGHR, to the HR@email.com, and ask them to move that headcount from Memphis to Dallas.
Yeah.
Once they do that,
So
then
that's
we'll open
not
up
for
the
you,
rec
but it's for me.
because it's going to be under your own manager when we open it. So if the person got hired, it would be sitting under your own person as well. So advertising, any of that would be listed off. Right? I guess it's similar to think about how you all have some managers or a branch that has 3 and then they're breaking it out. Maybe they're only going to have 2 of them to open up the rec for X location, right? Similar to that. Well, there's a lot of security stuff that's also attached to that, right? So that would be a new account if it's a brand new position over here, because we're splitting out those regions, right? Or those branches, those 3 branches. So there's still a person that they'll know because now they got to fix all the security before that as well. So moving that headcount, like they have to fix security behind all of that.
Never let a wishbone grow.
So it kind of makes it a little bit challenging sometimes.
Payment the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably get the club for a year
Kristen,
too.
you want to chime in on any of that?
For real. Let's explore the moment.
I was trying to good
Outside,
job.
going forward. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my they do aerobics, buy sign P90X. Boss like we write the checks, now floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans,
Even if you move it, it's still tied, let's say, Memphis. So therefore, they're going to change it and change all the security to Dallas. Be able to see Dallas. Okay, so, we did that for like those 3 branches, and now you're going to separate, you're going to have 2 here, 1 here. They're going to separate out that 3rd branch that's attached to that manager. What is
And if you have a new service manager that is taking over, that is going to be taking over branches that may be multiple or one, and for some reason he wasn't backfilled in the other position, please make sure that you email hr@rgame.com, because as Missy said, if it's not a backfill and we don't know about it, they will not see their direct report until they are assigned a manager over that organization. I've seen that a lot lately, so I just wanted to kind of bring it up since it was on the same kind of topic. I'm putting together like a frequently asked questions around opening recs document, and then I'll send that out to this group as well. Does anybody have any other questions?
Only thing I will say is if y'all get in a place where you have to have something
take off the money phone, take off the car
just
loan, take off the
reach
flex
out.
and the
We'll try to help you all. I mean, we'll try to make accommodations where needed. We just, and I have done that. I've sent follow-up emails saying, hey, please remember, this has to be done before you can do this. Right, so I know there's going to be things that
take off the fuck
do.
flag, take off the section, take off the cop with the iPad, take off the unload, take off the unsure, take off the sessions I lag, take off the fake deep, take off the fake road, take off the humble, I kill, take off the gossip, take off the new logic,
issue, someone's turning, we can go ahead. Obviously, once we enter the turn date and work day, then we can move forward with, it's been entered, we move forward with the backfill request, get it open. Can we enter that date 2, 3, 4 weeks out, or is there a certain limit we don't need to go beyond, if that makes sense?
No, like if somebody terminates, it doesn't matter what they technically be a year from now.
If any of y'all put a turn date in for me a year from now, I'm going to be really mad again.
I know that happens. Like maybe I'm going to retire next year. I want y'all to go ahead and try to find my replacement. It's going to take a year at some point.
Yeah, we can't fire Lindsay until this peak season does. We don't want to handle that. No, I'm kidding. But we truly were here to support you, and the only reason we're having this call is because I know that there are a ton of emails going around and a ton of requests going around with the new year. And I just want to make sure that I can keep up. And Missy wants to make sure that she can keep up. Because we never want to be the reason things are being held up. And part of that is making sure that we are informing everybody about the processes that have to be done before we can. So, we'll work it through as a team. If you have any questions after this call, please feel free to reach out to me, Misty, or Kristen. You can see that the two of them are by far the most knowledgeable, but I will certainly answer anything that I can. And then also, if for whatever, and I'm really trying hard for this not to happen. I try to clear my inbox by the end of the day, but if you ever have sent me a request and you have not seen an email where I have requested it with TA, call me, send it again, put it at the top of my inbox. You're not bothering me at all. And like I said, that rarely happens. Over the holidays it got a little crazy, but it rarely happens. But don't be afraid to do that. Some of you have said, I'm not trying to drive you crazy. It's like, no, please drive me crazy. Put it back at the top of my email.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they
I'm all about candidate experience too, so that I don't want to have to go to candidate. Sorry, we can't hire you right now.
Run up on me, baby, show you
We got an internal issue going on that we got to fix first. So that's my only reason I want to get it correct. So.
What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow.
Yeah, I know we probably didn't think we were going to do a whole half hour, and surely we have a lot of questions, and that's okay. If you have, so I don't want this to be a topic for conversation now because I know we're over time, but maybe if you're doing those FAQs, one of the things that comes up in our world on the production side is that Can you kind of clarify in that document, if we are promoting a specialist to an ASM, which is Assistant Service Manager, which is an hourly role, so it's more than manager title, with an increase or without an increase, and then also if we're promoting a service manager to a senior service manager, and all these are in the same location, with an increase and without an increase. So senior service manager and ASM.
Yeah, so senior service managers and ASL next to JM, ASL and the JM.
No, it's specialist to an ASM. Or, second scenario, a service manager to a senior service manager. And so both of them are with increases, but they're in the same location. I just didn't know how to, I want to make sure, because I know we go back and forth on that a lot.
A specialist going to an ASL technically is a JM to the JM, so you can actually do a data change system for that.
Work right to work day. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. And then
the senior service to a service manager to a senior service manager. That one kind of makes it a little complicated because if it's the same location, if there's not another headcount there that we can use, Kristen, I'm going to let you talk on that one, but if there's not another headcount there that we can use, I've seen Sean or, Bill and said, hey, we don't want to prove a new headcount, so opening up a rec for that.
Yeah, it's approved. It's approved. We just don't, and it's a single service manager branch, but he's in a market, so he's really helping out the market general manager, and we want him to be, kind of rewarding him as a phenomenal year. We want to put ASM under him and have him promoted to a senior service manager, and there's not going to be another headcount in that branch.
Yeah, and without a pay increase, that would just be working through Kristen, right? Without a pay increase. With a pay increase, Kristen only using it to only talk to them, because technically they would not be another headcount there, but it would require a pay increase.
Which if they don't fill the position, I don't think we've crossed this bridge yet, because I think we always remember these positions, but I know Sean and Bill are not involved with that plan. That's fine. That potentially solve all the problems, but that's not something I can solve today. So let me brainstorm on that with the team, and I will get back to you on the best approach of how we want to handle it. Thank you so much. And I'm writing that down too, Kristen. Thank you. Because I don't want to forget that between now and the time I start looking. Yeah, no problem.
Now, I will say, anytime Sarah there is Relo involved, they relocate us through a recommendation. So let's say maybe, he's managing 2 or 3 branches, right? But maybe instead of him being at this branch, he's actually going to move to this other branch now, which is further away. We would probably look at doing an increase and that would if you're there, something like that.
He's staying put, he's overseeing the same branch, he's overseeing the same folks. Nothing's changing except for his job title. A bump for that job title change from the LDA. So if you could kind of get back to us, I just want to do it the right way so it doesn't cause confusion.
Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money,
go. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. Next level. One of the best. Everything. I am the place. Remember me.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain. But this I know, life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone, 'cause life is a path to infinity.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the pause. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, 'cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data's, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The
2023 Madonna. I mean, Your Honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready?